Welcome to this tropical tracker update recorded July 11th, 2019, and today we're going to be discussing Tropical Storm Barry. So here we have a satellite image of Tropical Storm Barry churning away in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico, and one of the first things we can see is that the circulation has become much better organized since yesterday, and definitely there is a very broad and general rotation in this area, and that's why they've decided to go ahead and mark it as Tropical Storm Barry, because this has a complete circulation on all sides. And one thing to note with this is that earlier in the day we had issues that there were vortices kind of spinning around in this, and there wasn't really a clearly defined circulation. But we believe that this area right in here is starting to become our center of circulation. This low-level rotation is believed to be in this area due to the fact that we have a Hurricane Hunter aircraft that has been monitoring this system all day, and just recently they found some winds out of the northwest in this area and out of the west southwest in this area. So it's really important to see here that there is some rotation in this area, and we believe that the low-level circulation is starting to form in this area, and that's really important in terms of model forecasting so that they have a defined center to kind of use as a starting point to therefore forecast from that point. So here we have the official National Hurricane Center forecast. One thing to note is that just recently, as of 4 p.m. Central Time, they released their hurricane warnings for the Louisiana coast. But it is important to note that this track is not set in stone. It's very well subject to change. So anyone from the Louisiana up to Mississippi should really be paying attention to what this storm is doing, because it is currently wobbling a bit, and so it could be nosing a little bit further southwest, and that would bring the track a little bit further west. So there are some uncertainties left with this storm, so it's really important that everyone keep monitoring this system. So here we have a forecast from the GFS, and I'm just using this to outline two of our steering patterns that are driving this system currently. So here we have this high pressure centered over the Rockies that we've been talking about a couple times, and this ridge of high pressure around it. And what this is serving to do is it's wanting to pull the system up towards Louisiana and the Texas border. But the other factor that we have is there's this shortwave trough that's bringing this cold front down here in this area. And what that's serving to do is there's this flow kind of in front of the front that's pulling it off to the east, and what that's serving to do is it's trying to pull the system up this way. So right now it's kind of a competition between those two with the models upon which one will have a more dominant influence on the track of this system. And one interesting thing here is that this is the GFS forecast and the GFS ensemble forecast. And one thing to note is that the ensembles in the GFS, they do have a split here. So the GFS is this green marker here, bringing it up through Louisiana, kind of further to the east. But the ensembles, which are highlighted here in the red area, they're falling into consensus that it'd be moving further off to the west, almost near the Louisiana-Texas border. And so that's still kind of the issue right now, is that it's very confusing right now in terms of the models and which way they're going to be going. The official forecast is leaning towards the GFS and kind of like a eastern Louisiana landfall. But as we get further into today and into tonight, this will become much more clear as that center becomes more and more well-defined. But one thing that we know for sure will occur with the system is torrential rainfall. They recently just upgraded this area down here in central Louisiana that could be getting up to 2 feet of rain. And that is a lot of rain, also combined with storm surge. And they're expecting up to 3 feet of storm surge in this area as Tropical Storm and maybe Hurricane Barry makes landfall. So it's really important to monitor what the National Hurricane Center has to say about this, and that can be done at the National Hurricane Center website at nhc.noaa.gov. Thanks for watching.